Okay, hey, whoa. Uh, okay, so I load into the game and my opponent concedes. I guess that's round one. I'm not really sure why he conceded. Maybe he just had to go or something. I guess that's like the only real reason. Something else came up and he had to do it. So I guess we're 1-0. And let's go to round two. Okay, so round two against Ject Murray. He's playing something with Soulbind, Darkheart Conjurer. So he's in Necreum, which is good for me. I'm probably just going to jam Demon Watcher and Zombie Dread Knight. I want to get this card leveled because it scales really well. 8/6 is not, its body is not that great, but it gives everything +4/+4 with regen, everything +4/+4 when it comes into play, which is really strong at rank 2. Obviously, I'm not going to get its level 1 effect this time because, you know, I'm not going to have anything with regen. But I do have 2 symbiotes, a Shadeclaw Zombie, and I think an Ossuary Spirit. Plus whatever Catacomb Spider gives power to. And I guess the Cavern Slime. So I've got like 5 creatures with regen. With which to pump the Dread Knight, or to make the Dread Knight useful. Which is enough, I think. There's some merit to playing the Darksteel Enforcer, but I don't think a whole lot of merit. I'm just going to play the Dread Knight in front of the inventory because Dread Knight's just a 5/3. It can be blocked by any sort of utility creature he has, and I'd rather trade up for a 6-power creature. I'll just play Demon Watcher in the side lane. He could have Shadow Flame, whatchamacallit? Elemental, I think? The 4/4 Dark Forge that gives every Dark Forge haste. If he does, I just, like, crushed him with this Demon Web Watcher. There's no... I don't think there's a creature in Necreum that has haste. I'm pretty sure there isn't. The only one I can think of is... Yeah, I can't think of one. Oh, that's going to be difficult to deal with. So, she Bloodboon Symbiote, Regen 2, 11/11. So what are my plays here? I could play Darksteel Enforcer, give it +2 attacks, which puts it to 6. Drain its attack for 3, which puts it at 8 and gives my guy 3 attack, which would be 9, so I wouldn't be able to kill it. Or I could pump it with Darksteel Enforcer, or Vyric's Embrace plus Hungering Strike is 7. 7 + 4 is 11. That means I level up 2 spells and don't get to play Ebonskull Knight. I think my best play is probably to attack him. Attack him for 4, his health goes down to 7. It regens back up to 9. And then I play Ebonskull Knight to kill it, which kind of sucks because Ebonskull Knight's a really good offensive threat. And then play Darksteel Enforcer and pump its power to make sure I can kill it. This way he has to spend another spell on it, which he'll probably do gladly, because if he can kill this Ebonskull Knight, I'm going to have a pretty tough time killing that symbiote. Bloodboon Symbiote is definitely no joke, which does put him in Degen instead of any other color. If he has the Degen Infusion, it just like crushes me so hard here, because it gets +4/+4, so it'd be, and regen 1, so it'd have like an extra, I don't know, 1,000,000 power. Maybe not 1,000,000, but it feels like it. Oh, he has the Degen Infusion. Ah, this had to happen. Okay, so I think the play here is to play... Cavern Slime? I want to play Cavern Slime and Groot Meal, or Scourge Hydra and Groot Meal. But maybe it's better to just play Scourge Hydra and Cavern Slime, and just trade with the Sower. And put the Slime in front of the Symbiote and the Scourge in front of the Seedling. Yeah, I think that's probably for the best. The Hydra has to damage itself, but I don't think that matters a whole lot. At least I killed a stupid Symbiote that he devoted 3 creatures into. Or 3 spells into. I mean, I put 3 creatures in front of it, so it's an even trade, but it feels good when I have leveled creatures and he has leveled spells. Even though Bloodboon doesn't scale that well, it's +3 at rank 1, and then that's a legendary. And then it's +4 at rank 2. So its rank 2 isn't actually that much better than its rank 1. This is a card I've seen a lot in draft. I see this legendary all the time in draft for some reason. On my opponent's board, of course. It's level gated, and you can bring a creature back if it's going to die this turn. It's a very useful card. He ranked up this turn. This is -3/-3, I believe. So we're going to go ahead and block his Keeper with the Blight Skull and Shrink It. and then play... I could play... I think the best card to play is probably the War Charger, but I'm going to play the Scrap Forge Titan because I want to level that card up. It's very good at rank 2, and it's horrible at rank 1. So if I draw it, it's very good. So he's probably going to block the Scourge Hydra and give his creature revive whatever creature he blocks with it. But there's nothing I could do to stop that. I just couldn't kill the Keeper of the Damned last turn. On the plus side, I do get to kill his... I do get to play Ebonskull Knight on the first turn of rank 2. And then play Ionic War Charger, I guess? I guess it really depends on what he plays. Ionic War Charger in front of the Featherfang kills it and makes my War Charger live. And it gives me mobility so I can move it if the Blightskull dies. He just replaces it. That's interesting. I would probably have put 4 damage on the creature first and then played it in front of it. But I mean, I guess he wanted to give his sapling +2/+2. So like, that's not even the worst. We'll just play the Ionic War Charger here and then Ebonskull Knight in the empty lane to force him to block it with a level 2 creature. Cavern Slime is just a 12 power blocker. Cavern Slime is not a very sweet creature to grow, level, but it blocked the Symbiote at the time, and I didn't have really anything better in my hand to level. It would have been good if I would have been able to keep the Sapling at 3/3, or can play Groot Meal this turn, but that seems unlikely. Gonna move the War Charger to kill a Sower, and then probably block his Patriarch with the Demon Whip Watcher. Hopefully he plays something really big. I can block with Cavern Slime in this side lane. Otherwise, I'm probably going to play Varric's Embrace. So if I move this here... also, actually, what I can do is play Demon Web Watcher here, Groot Meal, to kill... it doesn't kill the Necrotic Worm. I don't know why I thought it did. It does pump all my creatures though and shrinks all of his, which is pretty appealing. Yeah, I think I still play Groot Meal, even though it doesn't do a whole lot, because my other option is just playing Cavern Slime or playing Varric's Embrace. Varric's Embrace doesn't accomplish a whole lot. I can shrink his Necrotic Worm to an 0/1 and kill his Bright Tusk Sower, removes a creature. Actually, that might be the play. Yeah, like move this here, then play Demon Whip Watcher here and kill his, well, not kill, but, you know, invalidate his Necrotic Worm. He has to play the Patriarch in order to do anything with it, which is certainly possible, but then it would only be like a 3/4, so it wouldn't even be that big a deal. Blightskull Phantasm and Darksteel Enforcer. I still have the Shadeclaw Zombie and the Dread Knight, so... What was that? That was the Symbiote. So I get to Darksteel Enforcer, hit my Demon Web Watcher, and eat through this Gnarly Ooze. So block with the Enforcer here to give my guy +3 attack, which brings it up to 10. And then kill his Necrotic Worm for free before he gets to pump it. So he still has to block my Ebonskull Knight. Or I guess he doesn't have to, but if he doesn't, he takes 13. It will die at the end of my turn. If he doesn't, he takes 26, actually, because 13 on his turn, 13 on my turn. I don't know if I'd be willing to take 26. Because my other creatures aren't that threatening. Good thing I drew the Scrap Forge Titan this turn. If I didn't have a level 3 Scrap Forge Titan in my deck, it'd actually be pretty hard to deal with his level threats. So I guess what I do this turn is play the Strategist to kill his Featherfang before he can revive it, and then play Scrap Forge Titan in this side lane to you know, level it up. My Strategist does die to his Keeper, but that's whatever. It was the only way I could kill Featherfang without resorting to something silly like casting a spell on Featherfang. Or I could have played Darksteel Enforcer to give my creature an extra power, but Strategist scales so much better than Enforcer, because it was a level 1 Enforcer. So it would go from a 4-6 to a 6-8, and this is a 4-5 to an 8-9 with mobility 2 that gives everything next to it plus 4 attack. So it's much better to level a Strategist than a Darksteel Enforcer, even though Darksteel Enforcer gets better for each Dark Forge to have on the board. And just at the sheer increase in stats and mobility is more useful with the Strategist. What's annoying about this card is he gets value off his creature, so you can play a level 2 creature, trade with my Phantasm, and then revive it. Which is super annoying. I don't know why, but I seem to play against this card all the time. This is like the legendary I play against the most by far. It seems like about 1 in every 3 drafts I find someone who has it. I think I've even drafted it once myself. Okay, so we got the Grapple Vine, I guess, to lose my general's mobility. Dejin Infusion? Jeez, that was good. Like, could have just, like... What I think I would have done is killed the... I guess it doesn't really matter. Like, it does the job. And then he just casts his Keeper ability on it for no reason. It's only lasts until end of turn. So I guess I'll put the Blightskull Phantasm in front of his Grapple Vine to kill it, and then kill his Keeper with Ionic War Charger. I don't really want him to hit me for 10, and this has regen 3, which is quite problematic. Zombie Dread Knight makes Symbiote a 9/9, so I can kill Featherfang with it. Or he plays more Keepers. Excellent. Okay, so plan B. Move Charger here, play Nurali Symbiote here, pump it with Dread Knight, and then attack him for 21. Or 23. Even better than 21. So now he has to... He gets value from Keeper regardless. I can't really stop that. Probably blocks the Word Charger and this Phantasm. And revives something. I guess I can block his... So he revives the infantry is what I would revive. Hopefully that doesn't jump in front of the Dread Knight. Okay. Because it's random, I believe. Yeah, it's random. So now what I do is block the Featherfang with Strategist and the Wet Watcher with the Keeper. This kills both of his guys. Keeps my Keeper alive, or my Watcher alive. And Dread Knight hits him for 8. He's at 21. Drew an Ebonskull Knight on like the worst turn possible. I mean, if he plays a level 3 creature, I can still kill it, right? So it's not the worst. Well, I can't kill it. I actually just can trade it for zombie infantry, which is probably not what I'm gonna do. This is +6, correct? So -6 would be only 4 attack, so I could level up my Sparkblade Assassin. I think that's probably fine. Alternatively, I could play Ebonskull and then Varric's Embrace's Banshee that kills both of his creatures and leaves them with an empty board. So the question is, would I rather have an empty board plus a leveled Varric's Embrace versus a Witherfrost Banshee versus a 4/1 with a leveled Sparkblade in my deck? I think it's the Sparkblade. Especially since Sparkblade's a 12/13 at rank 2. It's much better to level than just not leveling a card with the Ebonskull Knight and having the Ebonskull Knight die when I rank up. I even get to kill it with Scourge Hydra if I really want to. As long as he doesn't draw Keeper the Damned or Dejin Infusion, I think I'm in the clear. He's at 21. I've got decent creatures in my hand. Not amazing creatures. Okay. I guess I'll just throw Ebonskull Knight in front of it. And deal 3 damage to Ebonskull because it won't die from 15 damage. There's the Shadeclaw zombie. Finally showed up to the Darksteel Enforcer party. Probably just gonna jam the Symbiote in front of this Banshee and hope he can't kill my Scourge Hydra. I could Group Meal to help my Scourge Hydra deal a little extra damage. Make it 13 power instead of 11. That kills everything but Keeper the Damned and Necrotic Worm, I believe. Group Meal actually kills Okay, so looks like Keeper is gonna make my life miserable, but I don't think I can do very much about that. Shade Claw Zombie I think is a little better than Gnarly Symbiote, because I have the chance of making it bigger with the Dark Enforcers. I was definitely playing the Groot Meal there, so I could kill his Necrotic Worm before he could revive it with Keeper. This hand's not very good, unfortunately. I can block his Keeper with my Demon Web Watcher. I can block his Keeper with nothing. I actually can't block it anymore. It's got 17 power. I have to throw 2 creatures in front of it because I'm at 25. And if I do that, his Feathering dies. So here's what happens: I throw a creature in front of it. Both my creatures die. Then I throw another creature in front of it, and then I die to Featherfang. Well, I did win round 1 for free, so I guess I'll take this loss. I don't know. Keeper of the Damned was super annoying that game.